guys, welcome to another studio vlog. Today I'm going to start the day by packaging orders. We've got some baby blue things that we need to package, and also I'm going to try and do as many Katnipp ones as I can until Mike comes in tomorrow, because Mike normally makes up anything that needs to be made up. So we make our prints, our pin banners. I'm going to sneeze, oh my gosh, false alarm. We make our pin banners and art prints and stuff in house, so usually I get Mike to make up the orders on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Bringing Dean in at such a busy time, he was kind of like learning, but now he's picked up his pace because he's been kind of thrown in at the deep end and he's been packaging orders and stuff, so he's picked up, so it's all back under control now. But yeah, today I'm going to package orders first and foremost, and then I'm going to send off for some bookmarks. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last studio vlog, but basically I make the bookmarks myself, or I used to. So if you follow my studio vlogs, you will have seen me probably experiment with this a couple of months back, and it was really fast and effective. And if you have a printer that feeds thick enough paper, then it's all good to go. The crickets were also really fast at cutting them out. It's just that I wasn't happy with the thickness of the paper. The print quality itself was absolutely fantastic. Thank you to everyone who purchased a bookmark, by the way. I didn't ever really receive a bad review, but I did have a few comments, just maybe one or two, maybe a handful of people saying they are a little bit on the thin side, because I really wanted genuine feedback on them. So then I've decided, right, if I'm not 100% happy with them, now's the time to send off and get them made professionally by a professional printer. And I might make some new designs of like the Oreo and some different illustrations like the pineapple and stuff to send off, because I might as well just do a big order for that. So that's what I'm going to get to work on. But first of all, I'm going to quickly answer some emails, and then we're going to get to work on packaging orders. So we're going to start the studio vlog with packing orders, which I know you guys really enjoy. So let's get into the working day, shall we? No, we've got a bee kind of stuck at our window. Look how grimy these windows are in the office. How are we going to get it out? He's like stuck in between the glass. You need to go up and then fly in our room. No, you don't want to go that way. You won't be able to get him. We did it. We got him out, and now we're going to release him back into the wild. Okay, little guy, you can go back out. Be free, little guy, be free. I bet he's exhausted now, just like this little fuzzy butt. And now I'm going to jump back on orders, but I'm actually jumping on Katnipp orders today. I didn't really film much of the order packing last night because literally it's just a lot quicker without having the camera on and thinking about the camera angles just to bash them out. And then we're going to go and make bookmarks and send off for some bookmarks. So let's get into the working day, shall we? Hello guys, happy Thursday. Today's usually the day I upload the studio vlog, but I don't know if I'll manage to get time because I've kind of been on orders quite often. It's kind of taken me away from other tasks. So I don't know if I'm going to get time to end the studio vlog and upload it today. Anyway, it's another really grey, dark, rainy day today, and I've got all the lights off in the studio because I kind of like how cozy the vibe is when it's like a rainy, drizzly day outside and you've got low lighting in the studio. It really relaxes me for some reason. I really enjoy it. It kind of feels like autumn, but I'm finally going to get to work on designing the bookmark and I'll show you the final result. Finished designing the new bookmarks. I think I've done 15 in total, and I've mixed some old bookmarks that sold quite well in the mix as well, like this tea one, and then I've decided to get them double-sided, so on the back of each bookmark will be this on the back, which I think is really cute. I really like these little orangey stars. I think they just look really pretty. So on the back it'll kind of be like double-sided like this. So on the front it'll have a design. Take Lilac the Mermaid for example, so it'll look like that on the front. Oops, I can't do it. It'll look like that on the front, and then when you flip it around it'll look like that on the back. So I think that'll look really nice. It's also a nice way to kind of add branding. So finally finished all the designs and it's currently nearly 6 o'clock. So, but we're probably going to be at work for a while, aren't we, Dean? It's been kind of a cute day because I've just had Animal Crossing rainy day music on. It's also tanking down outside, so it's kind of been a gloomy, nice, cozy work day today, and I've just been sat on my computer designing all day. I've actually got a commission which is running a little bit late, even though I'm not doing commissions anymore, that I really need to get sent off. It's my final commission since I had them open, so I need to get that sent off. And yeah, tomorrow we have some very exciting news. I managed, because businesses are slowly starting to open back up here and all non-essential shops are opening back up, so I contacted several different office spaces because we're really running out of space here. We're seeing 3 different buildings in general starting from 10 AM, so I'll probably try and capture some footage on the phone and show you guys around, and we just need to get an idea of cost and everything because these are like quite big, and they're also in buildings that are really modern and have a lot of amenities like a gym and everything, so a little bit scary to kind of go out your comfort zone, and obviously it's going to be a bigger cost for us, but we're really getting on top of each other now in the studio, and packaging orders is a nightmare. So tomorrow we're going to look at new studio spaces. I will really miss the studio when we eventually move out too. So I'll bring you guys along with us. It's crazy. It's been 2.5 years since I've been in these studios. Who can remember me moving into this one and painting the walls pink? crazy. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. I'll try and get some footage and show you, but I'm going to switch off the camera for tonight because I'm going to do some bits on the computer and I'm also going to do some commissions. So I'll see you tomorrow for a little walk around other offices. Editing Catherine here. So I actually didn't really feel like I could film or vlog as I was going to these offices. It was much more of a formal and professional vibe. So I felt really strange just taking my camera. There was also restrictions with COVID about social distancing and stuff. So it was a little bit awkward and I didn't feel like it was appropriate to film this type of footage. So instead I took some footage on my phone and I'll do a little voiceover of my thoughts. I hope you enjoy the little search for our new studio. The first place we went was actually in our local town, and it's a fairly new big building full of like a leisure centre, and it also has offices upstairs, and you also get married here. You can get married here and register your wedding, and it looked very professional and very well kept. Although the rooms were professional, they were a little on the small side for what we've seen in our budget. We did like them, but we felt like it wasn't that much of an upgrade, and we didn't want to have to like move out in like a year's time. They were a little bit too small. So then we headed on to the next destination, which was actually on the seafront in our little town, which I was super excited for because I've already been here once before. It had a nice reception, and the first one we seen was actually this shop. It was a small shop front, and inside was really, really cute. I love that kind of cool ceiling. It had like black flooring, which was absolutely fine, and it was a little on the small side, but I thought how cool would it be to have a little shop. But I felt like I wasn't quite ready for a shop, to be honest. It's always been my dream, but I felt like I wasn't quite ready for that, and it could be converted into a studio or a shop front. So we decided to look at some other studios around in this building. The offices look really, really promising. The reason these offices were so good as well, because they were a much lower price, because you have to buy a parking permit. The parking issue at these studios were a little bit of a nightmare, and we would have to apply for a council parking permit. So we had to bear that in mind and factor that into the monthly rental price. But also all utilities were included with these ones, including the internet. So these were looking pretty promising. And then we found this one. This one was one of the larger rooms we've seen, and it had floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the sea front, and I instantly fell in love with it. I could totally imagine us in here, and the fact that I could just look out and see the sea was so phenomenal to me. Now, I've actually been in these studios before for a friend's business, and I fell in love, and I actually remember thinking to myself, I would love to eventually be able to afford to be in there with Katnipp, and I think this might be the best option. Despite falling in love with this studio, we actually had another appointment over at another business centre, so we headed on over there. I had better parking. It was like a full-on car park outside the building. The reception was really nice, and we had a look around the rooms, and we ended up finding one room with really beautiful scenic views of like a lot of greenery outside. But we found out the cost of this building was almost double the sea view room, so we were willing to kind of adjust the prices to get that sea view room, and kind of had to deal with the parking situation and apply for a permit. So it was all about going away and calculating the costs and what we can afford, but we just couldn't get that sea view room out of our head at this point. I am so excited for the next step. It's scary, but it's exciting at the same time. I feel like everything is kind of happening at the same time, like Dean quitting work and then obviously moving into a bigger space. But it's so exciting at the same time, and I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys if you like, comment, watch my videos, and especially a huge thank you to my patrons who I could not do this without. Honestly, they have been my rock throughout all this. It's just crazy. Thank you so much for watching us grow and helping us on this journey. Can you remember the first time we moved into the studio from my house? Oh my gosh, it started in my bedroom, and then we moved into this studio, and then we got the next studio, and now we're gonna get a different studio. I am super excited. I can't even believe it. The only downside is obviously parking and stuff with the sea view one, but I have fell in love with it. We were really torn up between the shop and the sea view one, because those of you who don't know, I've always loved the idea of having a little cozy stationery shop, but ideally I'd want it to be kind of like a mix between a coffee shop and a stationery shop, but I feel like I'm not ready for that yet. And even though the shop front is there and available to me and I don't have to open it as a shop front, I feel like I'm not ready, and I just feel like a space with a sea view, it just sounds so dreamy and so nice. So that is the next step. I am currently just waiting to call the landlord and get that all arranged, and then the next few vlogs will be us slowly moving out of the studio and preparing to move into a new big studio. So watch this space. If you're not already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe down below to keep an eye out on the next new chapter of Katnipp and the journey. Thank you again so much for all the support you've always shown. Let me know in the comments which studio was your favourite space and which one you would pick if you got the choice. It'd be interesting to see like everyone's different perspective on this. I hope you enjoyed this studio vlog. I'll see you very soon for some more exciting studio vlogs. Alright then, thank you so freaking much for watching and supporting me and being here forever. I love you. Goodbye.